And I would like to thank the sponsors of this video, me, for everything that I was able to do to make this video possible. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Day 2, about to leave from the little tiny house here in Alton, Missouri, heading back to kind of focus on some areas that I went through yesterday. Yesterday I just made a big loop through and marked a few future campsites. There was a lot of offshoots that I didn't take the time to drive down, but I'm going to do that today. Try to bring my circle in a little bit tighter for the areas that I tracked yesterday. So hope you guys are enjoying the video. Looks like I have an armadillo in the driveway out here. I just saw, I don't know if he's playing possum or taking an early nap, but I'll try to maybe get him on camera before I pull out of here. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. Hit that notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and keep watching. I guess he's kind of playing possum. He doesn't want to move. Never seen a live one. Usually they're belly up. Pretty cool Bronco. You don't hear me say that very often. Half cab. Okay, I stopped down here at the 11 Point River Trail. Watched a couple of kayakers put in here. The water is moving at a really fast pace for as low as it is. Pretty dusty. Took a county road back here. I believe it was County Road 127, just northeast of Alton, and actually in the Mark Twain National Forest, but it is so dry, so dusty. Everywhere that I stopped yesterday just absolutely swarmed with gnats. A minute ago, as I was pulling in here to this access parking lot, I looked over on my passenger side rear view mirror, and it was covered in horseflies. I had 50 or 60 horseflies on the mirror, and somehow I guess they blew off as I mean, literally just a few yards from where I'm parked. So I said, I'm not going to be getting out here. But I don't know if it's just, I mean, you look out the windshield, it's a beautiful river. You don't see bugs flying around the minute they sense you. It's attack, attack, attack.
Yeah, great battle all day long. Did the track change much through the weather delays and, being cleaned back up from rain?
This is a 2-track that goes back about a mile off of the main forest road. It's showing that it's open to passenger vehicles 12 months out of the year, but there are several down trees, saplings, rotted trees that I've driven over that have been laying there a long time. So I drove back about 3/4 of the way back, found a clearing to turn around. I'm headed back out now. Little small fire ring right there, but no one's used that in a long, long time. Okay, on to the next spot. So I was over there this morning. This is where I got my drone shots. About a 30-mile loop to get around to this side of the river. Terrible for you. Absolutely terrible for you. But boy, they taste so good. Pure sodium. pretty good water crossing about 8 miles from here. Just turned off of a little forest road 2-track about a mile from this access ramp, and marked about 6 pretty decent campsites. All had fire rings. Doesn't look like they've been used this summer. Probably more of a fall winter use. The gnats are just terrible. The closer you get to the water here, it's just almost unbearable. So just gonna inhale these Vienna sausages and get back on the road. Good. Need to get me a can of beanie weenies. Really love my little Blue Ridge Overland geared trash bag there. You usually have it hanging off the back of the front seat. Driving down the trail, had a craving for some blackberries. Just roll the window down, pick a couple here. Not bad. Well, I've made it back to pavement on Highway 19, heading south back towards Alton, Missouri, where my little tiny house for the weekend is. Looks like I logged about 90 miles today of trail. Started about 9:30 and got some good locations for some campsites. Looking forward to getting back up here in the fall when the bugs aren't so bad and everything's dying off. The grass is pretty tall in some of these campsites that the grass is totally taken over the fire ring. You barely could see it through the grass, but I think it's going to be really some cool campsites once the weather turns cool. So it was well worth the trip up here. It's my first time messing around up in the Twain. We did a big loop yesterday with some intermediate tracks in between those loops, and then marked some places that I wanted to go back and visit today, and I think I knocked all of those out, plus about a 20-mile loop that I didn't have marked. I just kind of winged it without a track, and really, really happy with all the information that I was able to gather and save on Gaia for future trips. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. I know that most of my views on my channel come from my trailer build videos, and really, really heavy on those as far as views, and that's fine. I will be having a new trailer build starting sometime this fall, and looking forward to documenting it more on YouTube as the build goes on, unlike the previous trailer where I basically just did walk arounds and updates after things were done. So consider sharing the video if you found something interesting in it. I'd appreciate you doing that. As far as trash, this weekend didn't find a lot. Got about 3 shopping bags full of different campsites that I stopped at yesterday and today. It's really, you know, all the dispersed campsites and even the campgrounds that I drove through yesterday. The Forest Service campgrounds yesterday were very clean and didn't have a lot of trash. So the Jeep performed flawlessly. Probably took it down some tracks that I probably shouldn't have taken it down, being solo, but we made it out and should be back at the Airbnb here in the next 20 minutes. Thank y'all for watching. Always remember, tread lightly, leave no trace, leave it better than you found it, pack out what you pack in, give a hoot, don't pollute, trash leaves trash. And I would like to thank the sponsors of this video, me, for everything that I was able to do to make this video possible.